So we started, let's see, I guess just before that, probably maybe I was 12, 13. My mom started going to the business used to, it was Amway years ago, but she was doing some multi-level marketing stuff.
Mhm.
And so we had to live with my dad and we'd go back and forth between the two houses. But she took us up to the thrift shop. She was working like crazy hours and took us up and picked me and my little brother up a suit and tie. And I think my brother was about 10 years old at the time, maybe 9. So we got her little suit and tie, and we'd go to these conferences, and every time we're in the car, anywhere we went, she had these cassette tapes, a lunchbox full of cassette tapes with Zig Ziglar and all these different motivational, inspirational folks.
Okay.
And so it was just, I saw that on one side. On the other side of the family, it was a whole different, just say different thing there. But I saw my mom grinding for success and just doing everything she could to try to become successful and make something of herself.
Mhm.
And so that's where I said I learned that. I started listening to these tapes and stuff. And now my biggest advice for somebody, I listen to an average of just over $6 a month on Audible
Mhm.
and, podcasts and all kinds of different stuff. But that's the biggest thing is just, start out seeing, okay, this is how successful people act. This is what they do with their life. They're studying, they're not kicking back and watching, at the time it was Blockbuster, but it'd be Netflix now. They're
Yeah.
not wasting their time on all the Netflix videos and stuff. They're reading books, they're studying, they're improving, taking their time to build something. So
Well, I always find it amazing how the different media influences we have in our lives, develop our personalities and our, perspective on the world. And I mean, and a lot of that is, also, one, developing healthy habits, and two, developing a way to utilize your time to the maximum, right?
yep.
Because, yeah, I mean, like you said, these successful guys, I mean, if you're a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, you're probably working at least 16 to 18 hours a day. You're constantly on, you're constantly striving, and you're constantly self improving. And I feel that a lot of folks, who struggle with these sort of things, the idea of self improvement is something that they don't think that they have the power to control, and I think that's a mind that just comes back to this, this almost a self fulfilling prophecy. Right, you don't think you have the ability to do it, but it doesn't all happen at once. Developing these healthy habits, utilizing your time better, it comes from well, one, it's going to be a slow, gradual change. You're going to learn certain skills, and you're going to improve upon them over a long period of time. And two, it takes a lot of organization.
Well, I would say organization would be a helpful thing. Um, as far as me, that's probably my number one weakness
Hmm.
with, after the brain cancer.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember, literally, I can't remember most days if I ate breakfast or not, or, if it was today or a month ago. And, but just chipping away, making those tiny progressions every day. I listen to the same audiobook sometimes 6 or 8 times in a row. I
Hmm.
listen to them at 1.8 speed on average because that's, take it in a little bit faster, but still understand the words. But just constantly making a choice to be surrounded with positivity and every time you're driving, if you're listening to a great song on the radio and you're memorizing this song, you get literally nothing out of that except for maybe your next karaoke night, you'll do better. But if you're taking that same time and listening to podcasts and audiobooks and
Yeah.
things that change your life, you literally will change your financial future is determined by the influence that you're choosing to take in.
See, that's interesting because that's something that every person right now can start doing. Is they can start and they can start being active in what they choose to engage with and what they choose to allow to influence them.
Exactly. Yeah.